Hello my friends and welcome to part 47 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel Let's Play series. In today's episode I'll be going through the Legend of the Star Heroes story missions. So the gate details says witness epic story of the world heroes, and what's interesting is unlike the previous ones, this one actually has two to it. So yeah. So I'm a little bit not as close to finishing story modes as some of you may have realized, because I'm not sure if like the others are like this too, so I may be still quite a ways, but I'll go through this one. So channel the world Chalice with link summons that utilize no monsters to some more powerful monsters, and face off against the crawlers using the world armor, which has a powerful effect when flipped. The battle for the world legacy begins. This one makes sense as more than one, because the World Legacy has a lot of lore to it. So much. It's definitely one of the biggest. Oh man, look at all that. Crazy. Wait, what? Wow, what? This is crazy right here. Two scenarios to start. And then two scenarios here. Oh man, there's a lot of scenarios. So there's two beginning scenarios. So I'll go through both of them then. Wow. So, and then for this one, you get World Chalice God Dragon. And then here's what the effect reads. That's not a bad card though. World Chalice is, I think, fairly good. So getting a few good World Chalice cards is pretty nice. I think the secret pack for this is pretty good too. Okay, well anyway, I'll go ahead and play here. Yep. Let's start the first beginning scenario. Oh boy. Chosen by the World Legacy. The rulers of this star were not human. I'm not sure if you can see that message or not, but my bad for that. The world was ruled by 7 mechanical life forms known as the Mechanites. Not sure if there's really a way to turn it off, but like it should be fine. And across the land spread their vanguard, the crawlers. These crawlers tend to swarm and destroy all human-made structures in their path. They most likely lack any emotions. Helpless before those ruthless machines, mankind had no choice but to live in hiding. Dense with thick trees, gloomy even in the daytime, a hinterland known as the Forest of the Stars. Therein lays a hidden village where humans lived inconspicuously. The village was protected by a barrier that would prevent intruders from invading or even discovering it. The ritual wand, passed down through many generations, made the barrier extremely resistant, and it had never been broken, not once. But even so, the villagers were suffocated by their anxieties day after day, not knowing when the great threat would come knocking at their doorstep. From within the suffocating unease of the village, there were still those determined to fend off the crawlers. Aram and Ningirsu, there was a reason they fought so desperately. It was the village priestess and the younger sister of Ningirsu, Ib. From birth, the priestess possessed a divine power that synergizes with the ritual wand to create barriers. Ib's power was the strongest a villager had ever seen in its history, but it was meager compared to fighting forces that grew stronger by the day. Her companions saw how hard she was trying to put on a brave face for the villagers, and wished they could lighten her burden, even by a little. Aram and Girsu, along with the baby dragon Imduk, crossed the barrier in hopes of slaying even just one crawler. One day, Ib heard from inside the forest a faint sound like that of a human voice. Aram and Ningirsu could not hear it. However, Ib proclaimed that she keeps hearing the voice. Afraid Ib would venture into the forest alone, Aram, Ningirsu, and the baby dragon Imduk set foot inside the hinterland. And of course, that's a baby version of that Imduk card that you probably noticed I play in the in my Eldritch deck. Yeah. Okay, now it's time for the second scenario. Wow. And for this one, I win this card. Lead the World Chalice Fairy. And here's what its effect is. Okay, so it's pretty good. It's basically one of the searchers for World Chalice. I believe World Chalice has a lot of searchers. That's one of the reasons why it's a pretty good deck, I think. I would think. Anyway, let's get on with this scenario. The sun had already set, leaving only starlight to guide them. The scent of trees and soil hung in the cold air. Though her footing wasn't sure, Ib ventured into the forest as if she was being guided. Careful not to lose sight of her, the three looked out for crawlers as they followed her. Suddenly, with an abrupt shriek, Ib vanished before their eyes. Rushing to a place where they lost sight of her, they saw Ib had fallen off a low cliff. It appeared Ib had been so spellbound in the direction of the voice that she hadn't noticed there was no ground before her. The three descended the cliff and were relieved to find Ib uninjured. Before their eyes, a mysterious structure appeared. If it had been there, they would have noticed it. But as if the structure had been there for hundreds of years, it was ensconced in trees and entwined in ivy. They nervously approached the building. The wand Ib held in her hand glowed, and the building started to rumble as if in response. A mighty light radiated from the building, blowing aside the trees and cloaking everything in blinding light. Even with the eyelids closed, the light pierced mercilessly through. When they finally opened their eyes, a fairy fluttered in the air before them. The fairy spoke to the startled party. I am Lee, the World Chalice Fairy, a spirit that had been sealed inside the building that released a bright light known as the World Legacy World Chalice. In previous times, it was her duty to guide mankind, but was obstructed by the Mech Knight. For many years, she had been waiting for a world hero capable of activating the World Chalice. And that they are those world heroes. Please lend me your strength and gather the sad starlight and save the world from the great darkness, she spoke. Though bewildered by Lee's story, Ram and the group were moved by her earnestness and decided to lend a hand. Oh yeah, see, they are the grown-up versions of them. Hearing the resolve, the Fairy League smiled and bestowed upon them the powers of the awakened world Chalice. Oh no, I don't think they're the grown-up versions, they're just after they got their powers. I'm not sure how that works, but anyway. Let's move on to the next one. Oh, and of course I didn't get the 3 normal version of the 3 world Chalice, of the Ib, Ningirsu, and that other guy, because the starter deck that you get at the very beginning already has those 3 normal monsters. So yeah, it's kind of interesting that you don't that like it takes this long to get the others though. But I guess that star deck wasn't really focused on World Chalice anyway, so. Learn the ins and outs of the World Chalice deck, and for this one I get more Earth Orbs, nice. Okay, so the Loner. Okay. I guess you know what, I don't think I'm gonna have time for a duel today, actually. Yeah, I probably shouldn't chance it. What makes a World Chalice deck unique? You can bring out a slew of powerful Link monsters by starting with summoning normal monsters and leading them to further Link summons. When World Chalice Link monsters are sent from the field to the graveyard, you can special summon a World Chalice monster from the hand. This can allow you to perform even more Link summons and recover quickly from your opponent's attacks. Keep World Chalice monsters ready in your hand for an even more effective strategy. Yeah. Yeah, these guys are all about Link summoning into basically more powerful versions of themselves. Link summon a Ram, the World Chalice Blade Master, and win on this turn. Summon Chosen my World Chalice, and then Link summon and Imduct the World Chalice Dragon. And that's also another good thing, because they have Link 1 monsters. So that's pretty nice. Oh yeah, see, and then the Link 1 monster allows for another summon. Kind of has a double summon for a World Chalice on it, so that's pretty nice. Of course, you can only gain that effect once per turn, so even if you brought out another Imduct, you won't be able to just normal summon again. That's always how a double normal summon effect works. Summon Crown by the World Chalice, and then Link summon a Ram, the World Chalice Blade Master. Okay. So I'll go ahead and do that double summon that I got off of Imduct. And then I'll Link summon into a Ram. Okay. 2000 attack. You sent Imduct the World Chalice Dragon to the graveyard, so I'll use this effect to special summon a World Chalice monster from your hand. Yeah. Oh yeah, see, that's another thing. See, if it's used as, if it's I think it's basically if it's sent to a graveyard in any way. Yeah, if it's sent to a graveyard in any way, you get a special summon a World Chalice monster from your hand. So that's pretty nice too. So like you can use it for Link summons. Yeah, see, this deck like is all about like Link spamming pretty much. So yeah, it's pretty nice. There you go. And then got the first duel. I'll do that another time. Don't really have time for that today. Got quite a man. 2 locked gates in this one, crazy, and this is only the first one for the War Legacy. Wow. anyway, I hope you enjoyed the story and that little practice duel I did. For those of you who want to see the basically how to play it, don't worry, I'll be going into actual duels starting in the next video, so I hope you look forward to that. But anyway, please like, share, and subscribe, and considering the notification bell for regular content. And I'll see you guys in the next part. And for those of you